For decades, people all around the world have described encounters with non-human beings. What's strange is this: they're not all describing the same creature. Some describe small beings. Some describe tall, human-looking figures. Others describe entities that don't even look mammalian. Different heights, different bodies, different behaviors. In this video, we are not speculating. We are organizing the claims, based on UFO lore, witness testimony, and the most famous cases on record. This is a systematic breakdown of the most reported alien types, what they look like, how tall they are, where they are said to come from, and the real-world cases that made them famous. We begin with the most iconic entity in modern UFO history. Greys, the classic abduction entity. The Greys are the most frequently reported non-human beings in UFO encounters. Witnesses describe small, fragile humanoids with oversized heads, large black almond-shaped eyes, thin arms and legs, and gray or pale skin. Their height is usually reported between 3 and 4 feet, around 90 to 120 centimeters. In UFO lore, Greys are most often linked to the Zeta Reticuli star system, a binary star system approximately 39 light-years from Earth. They are commonly associated with abduction experiences, medical examinations, temporary paralysis, missing time, and telepathic communication. The most famous case involving Greys is the Betty and Barney Hill abduction in 1961. After a close encounter in New Hampshire, the couple described being taken aboard craft by small gray beings with large black eyes. This case became the foundation of modern alien abduction narratives. Nordics or Pleiadians, the human-looking visitors. Nordic aliens are described as almost indistinguishable from humans. They are tall, symmetrical, and calm in appearance, often with blonde or light-colored hair, light eyes, and athletic builds. Their height is commonly reported between 6 and 7 feet, around 180 to 210 centimeters. According to UFO lore, Nordics are said to originate from the Pleiades star cluster, also known as the Seven Sisters. Unlike Greys, they are associated with direct communication, messages about peace, warnings about nuclear weapons, and concerns about Earth's future. The most famous case involving Nordics is the George Adamski contact in 1952. Adamski claimed he met tall, human-looking beings who warned humanity about the dangers of nuclear technology. This case shaped the Nordic alien archetype during the Cold War era. Reptilians, the most controversial entities. Reptilians are the most disputed beings in UFO lore. They are described as humanoid reptile-like entities, with scaled skin, vertical slit pupils similar to snakes or lizards, often glowing or reflective in low light, muscular builds, and sometimes clawed hands. Their reported height ranges from about 5.5 to 7 feet, roughly 170 to 220 centimeters. Unlike other alien types, reptilians are rarely linked to classic UFO sightings. Instead, they are associated with conspiracy-based narratives, underground bases, and hidden power structures. One of the defining claims about reptilians is the ability to shapeshift. According to these stories, reptilians can disguise themselves as humans, revealing their true form only briefly, during moments of stress or loss of control.
We are doing everything to protect our future.
This idea became widely known through the claims of David Icke in the 1990s. Because of their strong connection to conspiracy culture, many ufologists treat reptilians as separate from traditional UFO encounter cases. Insectoids, or mantis beings, the observer entities. Insectoids are described as tall, non-mammalian beings, with elongated bodies, thin limbs, and large triangular or mantis-like heads. Their eyes are usually described as large and dark, often angled like those of an insect. Their reported height ranges from 6 to 8 feet, around 180 to 240 centimeters. In UFO lore, insectoids are rarely described as primary abductors. Instead, they are often reported as overseers, silent observers, figures that appear to monitor or control encounters. Witnesses frequently describe a strong sense of authority and emotional detachment. The most famous case associated with insectoid beings comes from Whitley Strieber's experiences documented in his book Communion. During multiple encounters, Strieber described tall mantis-like entities, present during abduction events, often standing back while other beings interacted directly. These accounts helped establish the insectoid or mantis archetype as a distinct category within modern UFO lore. Unidentified humanoid entities. The Hopkinsville Goblins represent one of the earliest and most unusual humanoid encounter cases on record. The incident took place in 1955, near Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Witnesses reported small humanoid beings with thin bodies, long arms, large round glowing eyes, and pointed ears. Their skin was described as metallic or silvery, appearing reflective rather than organic. Their height was consistently reported between 3 and 4 feet, around 90 to 120 centimeters. Unlike most UFO encounters, these entities were not observed inside a craft. They were seen repeatedly approaching a rural farmhouse over the course of several hours. Witnesses described their movement as unnatural. They did not walk in a normal manner. They appeared to glide, float, or hop with stiff, jerky motions. Multiple adults fired weapons at the entities at close range and reported no visible injury or reaction. Because these beings did not match Greys, Nordics, Reptilians, or Insectoids, the Hopkinsville case became a defining example of unidentified humanoid entities within early UFO encounter reports. Interestingly, descriptions from the Hopkinsville encounter later appeared in popular culture. The design of the Generation 3 Pokemon Sableye is widely believed to have been inspired by witness descriptions of the Hopkinsville Goblins. There is no scientific proof that these beings exist, but across decades, across continents, people have described the same entities with strikingly similar details, different heights, different forms, different roles. Whether these beings are extraterrestrial, psychological phenomena, or cultural archetypes, UFO lore has created one of the most detailed non-human catalogs ever recorded by humanity. If you enjoyed this video and real alien abduction stories interest you, in a moment, I'll show a short preview of another case on this channel, a rare encounter, the Nordics, human-like, but deeply unsettling. The full video is on my channel and linked in the description. Stay with me. The mystery continues.
1948, Central Anatolia. A young shepherd, alone in the fields. A light appears in the sky. 3 figures, not human, no words, only thought. Beneath the land, hidden cities, silent tunnels, carved into stone for centuries. Nights of visions, a universe unfolds on paper, drawn by a shepherd, uneducated, guided by the unknown. 1977, the story makes headlines. The map of the universe, a shepherd, a map, a mystery that endures.